Yo, welcome back to the GM Podcast. I'm Miller.
I'm Gav.
And today we are bringing y'all our week three predictions. We apologize that we didn't get you guys our week two. We were busy, and we'll try to let that not happen again. But currently, I'm in good spirits because, just coached my middle school team to a win today, 20-0.
Shout out Griffin.
Shout out Griffin, man. And then also, I tied up the score. So now we are both 20-12 on our predictions on the season.
We struggled.
We struggled this past week. We were 7-8, or we were 7. You were 7-9, and I was 8-8. So, yeah, we'll bounce back. This whole past week was full of upset. So there's nothing we can really. Yeah. All right, let's get it. Thursday night football. Patriots at Jets. Jets are favored by 6 in this game. Who do you have winning this game?
I'm taking the Jets to win this game. Trust Aaron Rodgers much more than Jacoby Brissett. And even though the Jets don't have Hassan Reddick back yet, I still think they'll generate a lot of pass rush on that weak offensive line. So I'm gonna take the Jets to win that game. I don't know what I would do with spread though. That's interesting.
Yeah, no, I would probably definitely.
Six is a lot of points, but I'm gonna pick the Jets.
Too many for a divisional game, in my opinion. I'm almost tempted to pick the Patriots, but I still think the Jets aren't satisfied yet because they can't be. They're going to get upset one of these weeks. I don't think this is the week, though. I can't see them losing this game, especially just with the stakes that are still on their head. They're still under pressure, so I think they need to win this game. Next game, starting with Sunday, Chargers at Steelers, 2-0 teams. Pittsburgh is favored by 1.5 points. Who do you have in this one?
Pittsburgh's favorite. Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers.
Okay.
I'm gonna trust Justin Herbert. I'm not a fan of I'm not sold on the 2-0 start by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna take the Steelers once again. These are two very similar teams, in my opinion. I think I don't know. I just think J.K. Dobbins hasn't faced he did face the Raiders.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just going off of vibes. I'm going to take the Steelers. If Justin Fields can get this one, nothing's going to be able to bench him other than if he gets hurt.
Yeah.
So if he gets this one.
Will that be the end of Russell Wilson if he doesn't get benched?
See, that's tough. I mean, I can't see a world where Russell Wilson doesn't at least get a snap this year, right? Like, that doesn't seem realistic.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Because there was really talks of them just using Justin Fields for run plays or something.
Exactly. Like kickoff return. Like the EA trailer where he was just on kickoff return. That's
crazy.
That's wild. And he just got the spot. And he's capitalizing right now. Hey, by the way, he did they only scored 13 points again this week. They have 2 wins and 1 touchdown on the season. But Justin Fields had a couple plays this past week and they got called back that were spectacular. I watched one where he rolled out the pocket to the right and threw a dart to George Pickens on a fade. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah. And I'm just like, dang.
What if, I don't know, this is just a what if, and it's a big what if. Let's say Steelers, win this division, right?
Yeah.
And then let's say, and it's not because of, but Fields is probably a big reason why that would happen. Dang.
I don't know.
To think, I don't know what the Bears are thinking. I don't know.
And this is a big game as well because at 3-0, you're pretty much kind of in command more than you usually would be because in division, you guys are going to beat each other up. I mean, we already know the Steelers are going to get a game off the Ravens.
Yeah,
probably off of the Bengals.
Exactly. Well. I don't know. You would have to tell me, but I know the Ravens play the Cowboys. Ravens have a chance to go 0-3.
Yeah.
And that's scary for my team. I'm not going to lie. And I think we will beat the Cowboys because it's the Cowboys. But once again, that's not an easy win. And who do the Bengals play this week? Do you know?
The Bengals play let's get there. The Commanders, and we'll get there. That looks like a win. Yeah. But all right. Texans at Vikings, another 2-0 matchup. Houston's favored by 2.
I would actually take over on the spread as well.
Yeah. 2.
Yeah, I would take.
Let's not overreact to this 2-0. Okay, let's chill.
Yeah.
Now Brian Flores has been doing a great job with his defense. Obviously, I'm not a believer though. I'm not. I'm gonna be real. Not right now. Texans, I will take the over on the spread. I actually probably will now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Houston on this one.
Yeah.
All right. Next game. Eagles at Saints. New Orleans is favored by 2.5. Who you got?
What's the AJ Brown status?
He's out.
What was his exact injury?
Hamstring.
That might nag him for a while.
Yeah.
Ooh, dang. Dang, this is tough. This
All
is
right.
tough.
Let me start it off. I'll start it off. I'm gonna give it to Philly. Okay. I have a couple reasons. First, you better win this damn game. That's it. like I'll be like, don't even.
Yeah. Coming off a loss. If they would have won last game, I'm not gonna lie. If they would have won in the bad fashion that they won, does that make sense?
Yeah.
With penalties and stuff, I probably would take the Saints. But because they lost, I think they'll bounce back. Hurts. I think everybody will bounce back. Another thing, I think the Eagles, like fans, like were overreacting in a sense. I think the only thing I would overreact about, because at the end of the day, like as an Eagles fan, your goal isn't to start off 11-0 anymore. Your goal isn't to have a great regular season.
No.
Your goal is to win a championship. It's kind of championship or bust. So I look at it as, how often is Saquon Barkley really dropping that pass? Like, yeah, he dropped it, but like, are we really like? I'm not gonna lie. Second of all, the only thing I would be worried about is from a coaching standpoint, the discipline with penalties. Yes, it is good if Saquon makes that play, but it would be smart, like in a sense, to run the ball there. You know, that's something you'd have to consider.
See, that was my thing. A lot of people, and once again, you know the shows I watch. I saw Nick Wright today just completely blame coaches. Oh, a fumble is way more unlikely than a drop. Look, okay, so I'm gonna agree with you first off. I do think coaching is the main issue with this football team right now.
Yeah.
But that's not an example of coach. I hate when people criticize coaches for putting their players in positions to execute and they don't execute. That's an example of our offensive scheme working and our players not executing. These are NFL players. We're not working with middle schoolers.
Yeah. And I think like I said, I don't really have a problem with the play. It's one of those things though, I will say, it's like you don't have a problem with the play when it works.
Right.
And then when it doesn't work, it's like, damn, like we could have just ran you know what I mean?
Hindsight is extremely 2020, and it's just like
and you're also without your number one receiver after all of that. And you lost to a good Falcons team who had an amazing last drive.
Yeah.
I wouldn't overreact, honestly. No. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think the big deal that I would make is maybe some questions on the defense and a question in coaching a little bit. That's pretty much about it. I don't think.
Yeah. Now, I'm scared, though. I won't lie. I think the Saints match up with us a little bit too well. But I think it's a good thing that we're playing away this week. Like, if we went back home, the pressure would be all the more pressure. And it would just they would lose for sure if they played at home this week. I believe that. And if it's me, guys, I'm betting the over on Alvin Kamara's yards because Vic Fangio only put 6 people in the box. So
y'all don't get enough pressure.
So we paid Bryce Huff a lot of money to do nothing. He's trash.
Yeah, I mean, Hassan Reddick actually was a big loss.
It was. And the Jets aren't realizing what they have over there.
And you have Jalen Carter. I don't know. I just don't feel like they're doing enough down there. You have 2. I don't know.
But yeah, once again, like I said, if you watch an Eagles game, you'll see the 4 down linemen, and you'll see they kind of run like a 4-2-5 with a nickel.
Yeah, they kind of like. Yeah.
And you can't do that in today's league. The best teams today are running it out of the QB under center, I formation type of offense, getting straight downhill. You can't. They're running the play actions. That's what the Saints do, which is why I'm scared. But I think I'm still not buying stock on the Saints. I'm not gonna lie. I got to see this for like 3 more weeks.
I'm not gonna lie. Long term, I'm not gonna lie. Like I do like the Saints, and I don't know about as a playoff team, but as a regular season team, I like what I see. They're playing with swag. They're playing with swag. I like vibes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there's always like the Lions. There was a lot of in years past, the last year or two, they weren't the best on paper, but they just have like the vibes, like everything. It just feels more team chemistry more than any other team in the league. And I weirdly started to get those vibes that I got from early Dan Campbell Lions teams that weren't there yet as a
Yeah.
talent perspective, but just you were going to get their best shot every night. There wasn't going to, it's not like, for example, like Cowboys teams who are really talented that are like this, like, nah,
Yeah.
they're not the most talented, but they're going to give you their best shot every time and play good defense.
So are you taking the Saints?
No, I'm taking the Eagles.
Okay.
But once again, like I said, though, if the Eagles had like one last week or something or got away with the win, I think this is the week that they would have to pay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They got their wake up. I think they got their wake up call.
Yeah, we need it. I'm glad it happened in week 2 at least. It could have happened in week 11. All right. Let's go. Broncos at Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
Okay, yeah. I'm not supposed to come on that. Packers at Titans. Tennessee's favored by 1.5 points.
Packers.
This is so tough.
I'm
gonna go with the Titans.
Yeah.
I think they're due kind of for a win. Will Levis is a stupid mistake away from being benched at this point, so I think he knows that he's gonna be.
How do you feel about the way the head coach is handling him compared to how other coaches in the league handle their quarterbacks?
As far as like telling him like, what the are you doing?
Like, just more public than your average head coach. Does that make sense?
Honestly, I don't mind it, bro. Those are really dumb mistakes, dude. Like, he just said what everybody saw.
Yeah.
It would be different if I've seen coaches throw QBs under the bus that there was questions about, is the coach wrong? Is the QB wrong? No, that's not the situation right now. The Titans, who did they play week 1 that they almost beat? The Bears. They almost beat the Bears, and then they played the Colts.
Their coach said like if they would have punted the ball,
they would have won.
I do think in the press conferences after the game though, I would like to see him back him up more.
Yeah,
During the game, I actually do I like it. He's coaching him hard, and he needs to realize you can't do that in the red zone. Like, you're giving away 3 points for a dumb turnover.
Dude, and like I said,
I do think in the press conferences after the game, you could back up your young starting quarterback more. I don't know. We don't know what happens behind closed doors, but that's just my personal.
Yeah, but mistakes like that are just they make me sick, honestly. Next game, we got Giants at Browns. Cleveland is favored by 6.5 in this one.
Weirdly, I think the Giants get one.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, but I'm not gonna say it though. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Browns match up a little bit too well with this team.
Yeah.
As far as defensively, I think they'll have some of these good cover corners covering Malik Neighbors. Because the Commanders' corners are the worst in the league. Like there's the 31st worst pass defense, and then they're like the 39th. Like, they shouldn't even have a pass. Like, Georgia DBs, come on.
Backups on other teams are better.
Yes, literally. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Browns on that one. Browns are getting lucky right now, honestly, with this schedule. It'll get tougher, though. Bears at Colts. Colts are favored by a point. This is a tough one. Anthony Richardson, I thought was going to be a better player this year, honestly. He has accuracy issues, and Tom Brady had stated something. I saw a clip the other day about Tom Brady talking about the progression of these quarterbacks and how the programs develop them. He's not a guy that should have been playing this early, and he did get to sit back and watch, but he was injured as well. So,
I think Caleb Williams looked a little better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Caleb Williams to figure it out, find a way to win this next one.
I'm gonna go with the Bears as well. The pass rush won't be as strong in Indy as it was in Houston. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bears. I think Caleb Williams, this is his breakout game right here, because I didn't think he played bad against Houston.
Once again, it's just
he was pressured on 36 of 48 dropbacks.
And I also think it's a weird. I don't know if the coaches don't trust him as much, but there was a lot of just screen passes and I don't know. I just need to see more, honestly.
I think honestly he's in the wrong system, because defensive coach, rookie quarterback, start week 1 doesn't always work. And I saw some clips the other day about they're sending blitzes, and DJ Moore, who else is their receivers? They have Rome Odunze. They're all running deep routes. They have no hot routes in the middle. So I don't. I think their offensive scheme right now needs to be worked on. Um, but yeah, I think he'll have a breakout game in this one. Um, Next game we got Panthers at Raiders. Raiders are favored by 5. I'm gonna go with the
Raiders.
Raiders on this one. Yeah.
I take the Panthers go in 17.
Are you saying that? Are you predicting that?
Yeah.
I think they can get one with
Don't
Andy
have their
Dalton.
best defensive player. Andy
Yeah.
Dalton's their starter.
Hey, don't sleep on the red. What was his name? The Red Rifle.
I don't know. I think there's a good reason we don't know.
I don't know, man. He could be a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders though.
I mean, bro, Bryce Young is mobile and can't does that make sense? He's mobile and he still can't get over a bad O-line. What makes you think an old Andy Dalton sitting back there?
Well, it's gonna be better, I think. Because I mean, Bryce Young isn't good right now, straight up.
Well, like, did he? I don't think he got a fair shot at all. Like, I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can say he's not good. Does that make sense?
That's not the point I'm making. I'm saying he's not good right now.
But I'm saying, like, is it because of his scenario or is he actually just not good to you?
No, it's because of his dude. No one was talking about. I don't remember when Bryce Young got drafted number 1. There was no scrutiny on that pick at all. I don't remember that. And to this day, I don't think Bryce Young is a bad quarterback. But yes, he did not.
I'm not. This might be a stretch, but like, give me a top quarterback.
Josh Allen.
I don't know how great Josh Allen would do with the Panthers. Like,
Gav, come on, bro. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. Like Bryce Young,
I don't know what quarterback would really. Let's say the Panthers win 0 games this year. They have Josh Allen. They might win 6 or 7.
That's a big difference.
It's a big difference, but I'm saying there's no, like, I don't think there's a quarterback you could drop in Carolina that makes the playoffs.
Right, but that's not the point. Bryce Young doesn't look capable of playing quarterback right now. Now, I think he will be a good quarterback at some point. My faith is not dwindled on Bryce Young. But right now, I saw him get out the pocket last week, look downfield, have a check down right there, and hold the ball and get killed.
He might be mentally just, I don't know.
No, yeah, he needs a break. Like, they're doing the right thing, I feel like. Like, he needs a week to just watch, slow down.
I think with Carolina, though, it's done, though. I think it might be a Baker situation where he's good somewhere else in a better situation.
For sure.
I would love the Dolphins to go get him, but obviously the Panthers aren't giving him up. But
and the Dolphins have a guy with a $53 million contract. So, yeah, I don't know. I do love that fit though. Now that you brought it up, if he did go to Miami.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Miami at Seattle. Seattle is favored by 4 in this game.
I'm gonna take Seattle.
Seattle's about to be 3-0.
Geno might be one of the most underrated quarterbacks. I'm not a huge fan of him, but he's underrated.
He played good Sunday. He played
the
good.
Throws he's been making recently, and in the week before that, I'm not gonna lie. The past 2 weeks, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's playing good football, but he's also played the Broncos, the Patriots, and now the Dolphins without Tua. So, yeah. This is the most fluke 3-0 team I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna just call it out how it is. Ravens at Cowboys.
Ravens. It's a must win.
Is it not a must win for Dallas?
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna take the Ravens too. I'm gonna take the Ravens as well.
And you just said, is it a must win for Dallas? So even if it is a must win for Dallas, I've never been a fan of a must win Dallas.
That's a good point.
Ever.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, Baltimore.
They are great front runners.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, y'all are just gonna run y'all can run in between the tackles on them, and that's what y'all want to do anyway. So yeah, I think y'all got this. Y'all, I mean, yeah, like you said, y'all need to have this one. If y'all don't have this one, then we're in panic mode for sure.
We need to look for Travis Hunter or something.
All right, Lions at Cardinals. This is an interesting game. Detroit is favored by 3.
Lions will bounce back. A Dan Campbell team. Tough loss last week. At the end of the game, yeah, they'll bounce back.
Yeah. By the way, I'm glad the thing that keeps me at peace as an Eagles fan is the fact that I saw the Lions have a horrible performance last week against Tampa Bay. An avoidable bad performance as well. And also the 49ers lost to the Vikings. I don't know if that means a lot. The Vikings might be good. I mean, I don't think they're good.
Vikings might be Sam Darnold. I like what I'm saying from Sam Darnold.
But yeah, Sam Darnold.
It's not what I'm saying from Sam Darnold is not like what I'm saying from Geno Smith. Like it's actually
Yeah.
you're starting to see like why he was. You're starting to see some of these quarterbacks and realize no young quarterback would have been successful with that Jets. Like, does that make sense? And I start to wonder, will Zach Wilson be good in 5 years or 3 years if he goes to a random, like?
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
Like,
a good point.
Yeah, like I don't know, because I mean Baker Mayfield looks like a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good take, honestly. I didn't dislike what I saw from Zach Wilson with the Jets. I thought he was another guy that just looked uncomfortable, just like Geno and just like Sam Darnold and Bryce Young right now. So I don't know. I see.
It's all about where you go. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I do not have a problem with Shedeur Sanders if Dion says he won't play for this team. He won't play for this team.
Yeah, because you see what happens. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if he ends up with the Raiders, I think that would be a good fit. But they have a defensive culture, so
Yeah.
all right, that's a different conversation.
For sure.
49ers at Rams. San Fran is favored by 7, and the Rams are 0-2.
I'm not gonna lie. Weirdly, I would take the Rams to cover, but I'm not taking them to win. I'm taking 49ers. Cooper
Yeah.
Kupp and Puka out.
Yeah, they're just too undermanned, and it sucks because this is such a good football team. They had such a good Week 1 performance, and they're going to be 0-3, and they're going to have to be digging themselves out of a hole for the rest of the year, and it's going to be a must win for every single game for the rest of the year. So,
Yep.
I'm going to go with the 49ers, and then Chiefs at Falcons Sunday Night Football.
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Jaguars at Bills. Buffalo is favored by 5.
Yeah, I'm taking Buffalo in this one.
Yeah, I think Buffalo is just playing good football.
They are, and they have a running game now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Buffalo. I don't like what I'm seeing from Jacksonville. They just look like a team with no energy.
Yeah.
And then
Hey, Justin, weird because comparing the Trevor Lawrence to Justin Herbert, how we did a couple weeks ago, Justin Herbert's looking like a leader now.
You see what I'm saying? And Jim Harbaugh might have brought that out of him, but Trevor Lawrence.
I think he did because I mean, if you look at Jim Harbaugh's track record with quarterbacks, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah. I mean, he made Colin Kaepernick into it, and Colin Kaepernick might have been good. I don't know, but yeah, I think Trevor Lawrence, his demeanor has, and I've always talked to you about this. His demeanor has just always bothered me.
Yeah, I mean, it bothered me like in pre-draft. I think he said I forgot what quote he said that blew up pre-draft, but it kind of was like it was something very nonchalant. Like it just made it seem like it wasn't a competitive edge type of drive. If that makes sense.
Yeah. And I wouldn't want him as my franchise quarterback. He's talented as all get out, but I don't know. He just
7 on 7, he might be my first pick. But like,
yeah, exactly. But he rubs me the wrong way. Last game, Monday Night Football once again. Commanders at Bengals. Bengals.
Must win.
Must win.
Bengals and Ravens, I think both in this division will get the must-win wins this week.
Yeah, and Jamar Chase is going to have a big game against whoever guards him. So, yeah, it's a good thing we disagreed on more picks this week, so we'll see who comes out on top.
Right.
But thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and peace out.